Hold on just a second, y'all. No, you can't see me? Hold on. There we go. There we go, y'all. Now you can see me. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the prophecy reading. Glory be to the highest creator of all things, the greatest source and the highest loves. I feel you in all ways, and I give gratitude for this incarnation and for the many lives which I live, have lived, and will continue to be. In all of the ways that you have supported me, Most High Divine Creator of all things and Source, I give my thank you and I give my thanks. On this day, Most High Divine, Source and Creator of all, I receive your messages with clarity. I deliver them with integrity. I see the truth. I feel them with love. And I speak with no bounds, freely in my sovereignty. Ashe. Hey, 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 my friends. Hello. Thank you to the angels, archangels, divine ancestors and family, galactic family and cosmic family. By the very light, and by the very light, and by the very light of this candle, I allow and call in your energy, Ashe. Thank you. Hey y'all, so I'm back. And it seems like I'm kind of on this cycle now where I'm going to do a couple of my readings during the later hours. I've noticed that during sometimes they're kind of like on a cycle with the way that kind of my gifts and my channelings work. I think especially with the moon cycles, there are particular times of the month where I will channel and pull tarot during the evening, and like it'll just be for maybe like a week or so straight. Page of Wands. So there is something to be shared on this day. You know, when I did the message earlier, and I actually left it as unlisted, but when I went live earlier, I felt like I didn't do the message any justice, and I feel that I know why. You know, it's because the message seems so outrageous at times for how people could really be spending so much of their time coming against someone else or just trying to interfere in someone else's life and their joy and fulfillment, that I just like, I don't understand, or I don't understand how people could really spend so much time doing that. And so like when that disbelief comes in, it can sometimes create a bit of like a barrier or just like a disinterest in trying to read an energy. Three of Coins wants to be seen. So we're just easing into the waters here. So on this day, when I'm going to do this tarot reading and channeling for you, I'm going to be very unfiltered today, or tonight, or this evening. They said this one. Justice. Okay. They said that's how they want it to be. Justice and temperance. That's what the justice angels and the angels of balance want for me to do on this day. Three of Wands. They want me to share what's going to happen in this prophecy. Whoever this is for. They're showing me, so let me just say this one more time. This message is going to be unfiltered. So take whatever resonates. It may not always seem like it's a full circle story, okay? Some of the channelings or messages or downloads may seem random, but in fact, it turns out that often when I rewatch these videos, there is a golden thread that by my own ears was imperceptible, while I was doing or while I was in the channeling. So let's speak here. I'm seeing something here about gray aliens, whoever this is for. And I'm seeing something in particular about tall gray aliens. So maybe you've encountered the shorter ones where they say they're like 4 feet tall, but I'm seeing something about tall gray aliens that are approximately the size of an average adult male. So like 5'8" or so. I'm seeing this here. And I feel here like these aliens, they hate that word. I feel here, and I literally just saw a flash, okay? I feel here like these beings, these gray beings, I feel here like they may have put a track. Oh, okay, we're gonna get into it. I feel here like whether you may see this or not, there has been some form of a foreign object placed in the veins of your body. They're showing me here, like, they talk about how people get these implants, but when they show you the examples of these implants, they are from decades ago. So you mean to tell me that they're showing you these implants from decades ago and the form of the implants haven't, excuse me, I rebuke that, get behind me. You mean to tell me that the fashion by which these implants are mechanized, are created, has it superseded what they're showing you from the 70s, 80s, or 90s? They're showing me that there's some type of particular object that may flow through the bloodstream and monitor the vessel. That's what I'm hearing here. If there's been an encounter with a tall gray being, they're showing me that this tall gray being first showed up in the doorway, like the door panel. That's what they're showing me, a gray being showing up in the door panel, and they phase in and out. So there may be times where you wake in the middle of the evening and you can at times see the outline of this tall gray being. And I'm hearing that this tall gray being is somebody else's. So this tall gray being is not acting of their own orders or of their own accord. This tall gray being is a monitoring entity for whoa, I heard for your containment. I feel here what I'm receiving here is they don't do anything like physically to you. They don't do anything spiritually to you. What they're saying that in their monitoring for your containment is that they're actually monitoring the external barrier, or like they're monitoring the scope of your containment. For example, they're monitoring how far out your energetic trace can reach. So that's what they're monitoring here. I feel here like they have been sent by, okay, I'm gonna say it. They have been sent by a Lyrian being. And I've recently come into interest in Lyrian beings. I see that they are feline esque. I heard a father to child. And I'm also hearing T'Challa from Black Panther. I heard memory. I heard memory lifetimes ago. And they're showing me the Lion King. I'm hearing that parts of Africa are territories for the Lyrian beings. So, they're showing me here, I'm being shown here that there are particular cuts of Africa and of the world, but they're showing me Africa specifically that are owned, so to speak, or tallied. I'm hearing tallied by specific extraterrestrial beings. Like these beings keep a tally on the home country of Africa. They all there I was also shown, give me a second here so I can retrieve it. It has to do with the Lion King here. There's something about like, oh, got it. Thank you. For some of you, you know how they're showing me that there's some type of like traditional African calendar that really gets swept under the rug or that a lot of people don't are privy to. And it comes from these Lyrian beings or these lion-esque or feline-esque beings. And it's one of the original calendars I'm hearing from the homeland. So, in this year that we're in now, or, I suppose if you consider it to be the new year as of yet, it is claimed as the year of the fire horse. They're saying that that is actually East Asian influence over the conscious. Mm. You know how they say like it's the year of the dragon or the year of the fire horse? There are other cultural symbols that can be used to describe this year. And for some, yes, it's a fire horse if you like that. But there's an addendum here where it's like a year of a lion or something. Like a year, like some type of year for ferocious courage. That's what I'm hearing here. Some of you, if this has come up for you, may resonate with having a download to want to watch Courage, the Cowardly Dog. If that happened within the past like 6 or 8 weeks, this message is for you. Because it was the soul training the self to be courageous in moments of uncertainty and in moments of supernatural uncertainty. That is this year for you. I'm hearing you'll gain a greater tolerance for ambiguity because a tolerance for ambiguity requires leadership and courage and ferocity. There's a lot of claw energy here, like you see my hand. There's a lot of claw energy here. And I'm also hearing showing fangs. Okay? But in this way of like, when you see that someone is sitting on a throne, whatever. Give me a second here. When you see someone who is sitting on a throne and what you see the throne to be made of is reflective of the type of leader they are. Is it a throne of swords? Is it a throne of wheat? Is it a throne of glass? Is it a throne of flowers or florals? I feel here they're showing me that you are transitioning into this lioness or lion type ferocity, where we no longer need to claim that you have found your throne. You are sitting in it, and now you are decorating it this year. This year, you are decorating the throne so that from far, far away, whoever approaches may see what you're made of. They may see what has surpassed, or they will see what has come to pass, which has given you this righteous pathway to sit in this throne and to claim it as yours. I'm seeing like your gaze. People can even feel in your gaze that there's a ferocious nature that lives within you. It's this energy of like, the lion only needs to look at you, it doesn't need to roar or be threatening towards you. All it needs to do is look over at you, and you know that you're being watched. Mhm. I heard I like that. A masculine energy here said, I like that. Okay. Justice, Temperance, Three of Wands. Let's continue. I'm being shown angels that are carved out of marble. And something about Greek mythology and a lion headed being. I'm hearing Cercophilus, Cercophilus, Circe. Okay, I heard a history lesson, so out with it. I'm gonna say this. They're showing, you know how like we're often shown in not Greek mythology, but in the Roman Empire, that there's this lion's den that men would go into the Colosseum or the amphitheater to fight a lion. This was like a sacrificial ritual to demonize Lyrian bodies. Mm. Okay, I'm here. I heard that was a word. Okay, but that's what I'm hearing here. It was symbolic because why would they have lions in Rome? Where did those lions come from? Africa. That's some wild shit. Okay, thank you, Divine. They're also showing me that reptilian beings live under Rome, in the catacombs under Rome and England. They're showing me that there is a throne that actually sits beneath the earth. I don't necessarily want to travel down there, so I'm just going to accept the information, Most High Divine. Thank you. Because you know I'd be doing remote viewing and shit. As a sidebar. Okay? And it's just like there's some shit that you don't want to see. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to pull some cards. They said I don't need to shuffle. Thank you, Divine. Seven of Cups to the Ten of Wands reversed. I feel here that you have relieved the burden of choice. And this is a good thing. You know, I recently saw this rendition of the Seven of Cups that showed someone sitting at their desk and they're writing and they're working, and they have seven thought bubbles that are popping up above their head. And I appreciated this illustration of Seven of Cups energy because I've gotten tired, or I'll say, I feel like the interpretation of Seven of Cups as smoke and mirrors, or like there's more going on than what you can see, has gotten really overplayed or really overstimulated, overdrawn out. I feel here like this Seven of Cups energy is telling me that they're okay, thank you. They're telling me that you have sacred discernment here. And this past year, or perhaps what you have come to find, is a greater refinement in your skill of discernment. So the intuition, yes, but also the wherewithal, the common sense, the physical knowing, in addition to the intuitive nudges here. So with this and your sacred discernment, I feel like it's at its peak, or it's mint. Your sacred discernment is right on track, it's right on point here. Because of this, you're now able to have greater direction in which cups you want to drink from, or which direction you'd like to move in. I'm hearing you choose. You have a greater understanding now of the power of choice. And instead of being burdened by choice, you now are enlightened by it. That's what I'm hearing. There was a type of shadow aspect that you have transmuted and alchemized here regarding plentiful choice, or stagnation or procrastination when you have so much choice. There was a shadow aspect here because the dragon on this card is black. Sacred discernment here has also taught you surrender. Give me a second here, because that surrender came from somebody else's voice here. So we're going to rebuke that, Most High. I'm going to try again. I feel here like this Seven of Cups energy, because this dragon is black and in its shadow energy specifically, I feel here like you have released the burden of too many choices being overwhelming for you, but rather that so many choices is a gift, and that the divine blesses you with sacred discernment to know which direction to move in. And when you are fully enveloped in that trust and in the love that the divine has for you to guide you in the proper direction of your desires, wishes, wants, and fulfillments, you're able to then be more vulnerable with what life has to offer you, and to try to force or to control it less. And because you have released the majority or a lot of this forcible control that you want to have on outcomes, you'll begin to feel a release of energy during the coming. I heard during the coming years, but also I feel like it's starting now. Okay? It's starting now. This release, the release of the burden to control outcomes. Justice, temperance, and the Three of Wands. Trusting angels, okay? Trusting these angelic light beings to soften the resistance and to soften the pathway for you. Okay? Thank you. We have the Ace of Coins. I'm hearing, okay. High Priestess. Thank you. I'm hearing Plankton yell, correct. Gotta love the SpongeBob memes that come through. And I also do a lot of SpongeBob memes because a lot of folks in the collective have aquatic DNA. Okay. I got correct with the Ace of Coins. Like, correct. Right answer. You've won. Ace of Pentacles here. I'm getting like a game show type of energy. You know, when they have door number one, door number two, door number three. I feel like you had seven doors here and you're standing there as the contestant, wondering, like, oh, geez, which one do I pick? I feel here that if this moment ever comes to pass for you, follow your intuition and choose whatever door that is because the Ace of Coins is there. If you ever find yourself to be on a game show, some type of energy I'm getting here. But until that comes to pass, the angelic light beings want to inform you. Their language is very formal. The angelic light beings would like to inform you that you have chosen correctly. Ace of Coins. There could have been, I feel here like there were a lot of options, pathways. You weren't sure of what to choose, and it was creating heft or weight for you. So, this is an affirmation that you have chosen and you have chosen correctly. Okay? Meaning that you have chosen to accept the pentacle that leads you to, why am I hearing nowhere land? That's strange. I'm hearing there's some type of symbology with nowhere land. Why do you want me to know that? Nowhere land? What is this? 10 of Cups. Interesting. It's like some type of protected space or protected territory where you cannot be touched. But they call it nowhere land. Okay? They're showing me here like this Ace of Coins that you have accepted, this prize, this gift, this direction that you're in, involves a 10 of Cups for you. I'm hearing the merging of two bodies and souls, a convergence of minds. I'm hearing the union of two bodies and souls and the convergence of minds. Your partner may have a moon sign that is compatible with you. Okay? I feel like your partner has a moon sign, and whatever that sign is and how they process their emotions is actually compatible with you. With you. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. Thank you. Page of Swords. I love how the cards flip out like this. Okay? Actually, can I use this? That works. That's good. Page of Swords here, Ace of Coins to the 10 of Cups. You are a teacher. And I feel here that that your I'm hearing your claim to fame, so to speak, but your bread and butter is actually leading by example and then doing some type of written works or autobiography regarding what you've been through, how you've handled it, and how you've made it to this 10 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles energy. I'm hearing, how did you do it? People do want to know, how did you do it? And this could have created, how do I say, like a lot of different eyes or a lot of different, I want to say here, like a very large spiritual audience has been watching your ascension process and has been watching your decision making and how you managed several cups And in the end, or I don't like that phrasing in the end, but how you've managed several cups and come about or come out of it choosing the golden goblet, which includes this 10 of cups energy. I'm hearing so measure up, heaven is a place on earth. That's what I'm hearing. You've chosen the golden goblet with which with which comes the heaven, the experience of heaven on earth. Okay? They're trying so hard to convince you that this is the bad place and it's not. That's what I'm hearing. Only take that if it resonates, okay? They're even showing me here that you are a teacher in the spirit, in the in between. And you have scribes here who want you in the physical. So, if this message resonates for you, I feel here that you have a wide audience, a large audience, and a wide range of an audience that comes to your lessons when you are teaching in the dream state, in the in between, in the spiritual realm. And I feel here like you have scribes who are young souls or spirits who have yet to incarnate on earth, or who have yet to incarnate, so to speak, even who want to familiarize themselves with the lessons that you have come to embody during this incarnation. And so what you see develop here is the expansion of scribes who are interested in your teachings in the physical. So this is all this, I'm hearing the rainbow bridge, honey. So I'm telling you, you got people watching from like other dimensions. They're telling me. You have people watching. Excuse me, I gotta fix my pants. You have spirit, you have, if you want to say it this way, like beings who are remote viewing, right? And remember the message I gave about tell a vision for the prophets, right? Pay attention to the English language. We have the prophets, tell a vision, and then we also have remote control, remote viewing. Okay? But what I'll say here is there are beings who are on other planets who are interested in your trajectory, the trajectory of your soul, your hero's journey. And I feel here they're watching and they're taking notes. And this will continue to increase for you. So you're being encouraged to reach a wider audience with your teachings, to put more of your teachings out there. And I'm hearing this is like your rainbow bridge. This is like your ascension bridge or something, okay? Or like a rainbow serpent. Thank you. Okay. They said one more card and then we're going to close it. We have the 10 of Cups to the 3 of Coins. On top of the High Priestess, we have the Devil and the 3 of Coins. Interesting. With the Hanged Man. Oh, wow. I'm hearing the Archangel prayer. So let's begin. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for defending us in battle. Thank you for being our protection against the wickedness and the snares of the devil and his minions. And may the Most High rebuke them, we humbly pray. And to the our Prince of Heavenly Host, Archangel Michael, cast into hell Satan and all of the evil spirits and minions who prowl about this world seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. Ashe. We have the Page of Wands and the star that came out during our prayer. It has been heard. So this is what you are teaching people. Class is in session and you're teaching people the hanged man and the judgment here. You're teaching people how to become unstuck. You're teaching people how to cleanse the oil. You're teaching people how to, I'm seeing something specifically for some of you, you are conservationists and you're you are pursuing an endeavor here of cleaning oil out of the ocean. That's for some of you. Okay? But also what I'm seeing here is the what you are teaching people, leading by example. Okay? And also I feel like you need to put pen to paper and teach people some shit here. You are teaching people about the traps and the wickedness and the snares of the devil. And you are teaching people that it's not like this devil energy is some yikes. Yikes. I would never say that again. Okay? That's another type of symbology here, but we're going to put that off to the side. That is wicked. This devil energy is not some dude who was like painted in red with huge horns, and he's just kind of prancing around on his hooves. That's not what I'm receiving here. This devil energy that you are teaching people about is the shadow aspects of the temptations that we all face being in this shadow reflective realm. That is the third dimensional realm, a reflective light and shadow of our higher selves and higher beings. Okay. So essentially, you are showing people how to witness, interpret, and to understand how their shadows are being casted on the walls and they're dancing. That's what they're showing me here. Some type of folklore or a hymn. Give me a second here. Like, some type of storytelling that has a lesson to it, not necessarily an allegory, but it's like the allegory of the cave with Plato, I believe. You are teaching people that the shadows that they see surrounding them are coming from a light that is being shown behind them and casting their own shadows onto the wall. You are showing people about the wickedness and the snares of the devil, how we get hung up, how we get tripped up. What happened? What do you do when you actually feel stagnant and you're unsure of how to alchemize that energy? Okay? I'm hearing bread and butter. I'm a little hungry. We have the Page of Cups here, yes. You offer people a very non judgmental, compassionate hand out of the cave. Out of the box, out of the box. Things and knickknacks too. Anything that you might need, I've got inside for you. We have the Strength card reversed with the Devil and the Page of Cups. Give me some. Almost there. Why did they show a lion and a dragon here? Interesting. Let me show you this. This came out in the reversed. They're bringing my attention to how there's a lion and a dragon to represent strength. Thank you, Divine. In the upright now. Okay. The Devil, the Page of Cups, and strength here. I'm hearing it could only last so long. The illusion could only last for so long. And I feel here the devil is saying, wasn't it fun? Ooh, and my candle just flickered. Yeah. So there's a very higher perspective here. And everyone may not be at this perspective right now, and that's okay. And I feel like this perspective doesn't even necessarily have to be hierarchical. But there's this eagle eye view or overseen eye view where the illusion that the devil has created over the earth now is so penetrable, and there are so many holes in it, and it is disintegrating so swiftly that the devil here is really giving out like a page of cups with the strength card here. Like, hey, you were on the merry-go-round and now you're off. And now that you're off the merry-go-round, you look back at it and you can kind of chuckle at it. It reminds me of this download that I received like at least a decade ago, where there was this person who I felt a lot of unrequited love with. And I could tell that the love was meant to be unrequited, and that this person was in my life because they needed to show me issues. I heard poison. Thank you. They needed to show me some types of love that were poisonous, like love, right? There's something here about like Romeo and Juliet and drinking poison because there's unrequited love. Like the love would never come to pass. So I received the download about this unrequited love. I knew this person was teaching me a lesson, and I was able to release that energy of unrequited love by meeting their soul face to face and saying, you know what? You played your part very well. When I see you on the other side, I'll give you a hug and I'll say, thank you. You played your part very well. There's this type of energy here, seeing the forest for the trees. I don't know if that's the saying. They're also saying, like, if a tree falls in the forest, is anyone around to hear it? There's something about, like, seeing how small the demonic energies really have been in your life. And when you look at them, you kind of see them as puny and tiny, rather than like an infestation. Like there's something here. They said I don't need to go this deep into it. Okay, thank you. 5 of Cups to the 8 of Coins. You know, I feel here like if you were to write a book, and I'm gonna copyright this, so don't even try it, hookers. Okay, but I feel here like you could write some type of book that's like how to make the devil say sorry. Like something like this. Okay? It's like fine, and it has nothing to do with a verbal apology. It has nothing to do with that. It's like, you know how they have the book Outwitting the Devil? I feel here like there's some energy here that's like how to have the devil apologize. Something like this. Okay? 8 of Cups. Let me try another deck. We're going to shift gears, okay? Thank you, Creator. I'm just going to shuffle this up just a bit so it's prepped and ready to go for the next reading. Okay. All right. Let's I'm in between Gold Tarot and Unicorn Tarot, but let's pull some oracles actually. Let's see what's going on with the oracles here. Thank you, Divine. Are there any oracles you want to be the head of the next poll, Creator? One more, okay? Thank you. Ashe. Okay, so we do have the devil coming out with single, sexy, and successful. Um, they just showed me something more personal about how someone actually looks like this devil card, and I never realized it. That's wild. I never realized how this person looks just like this devil card. Earrings, gauges, goatee, and everything. That's what, okay, that's something. Priest. And this person is a priest. Like, I'm pretty sure that they've been to some type of school as a chaplain or something. Oh my gosh. So, what do you want to tell me about this person? You see how it fell out right on top? Hello. What the hell? Why um is this like a satanic priest? Is this like some type of satanic priest? Boss in the reversed. And then we have health concern in the reversed. There's something peculiar here where this devil and this priest are the same person. Boss in the reverse, like they're not in a power position, no health concern, or they want to talk to you because they've lost their position and they're in bad health. What is this? Be more clear, please. Okay. So we have karmic masculine and real love. And then we have imprisonment. So let's talk about it. 10 of Pentacles and self-love. Was it really this person? We have innocence and abundance. I'm very, very surprised that it could be this person. This person has been traveling a lot, but it's because they're avoiding something. They could have gotten kicked out of a church because whoever was in charge didn't want to be dealing with them anymore. They were bringing in too many hazards, I'm hearing. Whoa. Really? This person? Really? This person has been trying to avoid being caught or being imprisoned. And they've been trying to convince you somehow that they're a lover of yours and they're not. They're karmic. They're a karmic masculine. I heard for some of you, they're a hoodoo priest. For others of you, they're like a black magic practitioner, but they claim to be some type of chaplain or priest. Hello. And I feel here like someone's been trying to get rid of this person, or they told this person to leave or something because they've become a problem. I need to know a bit more. I'm going to leave out your energy here with innocence, abundance, self-love, 10 of cups, okay? Can you show me more about what this boss energy? Oh, they've lost their power. Thank you. Some type of satanic or who, and like hoodoo is not satanic. I don't, but there's what I feel here, like rather than naming the practice that they do, we need to name their intentions. Thank you, Creator. So this person had negative intentions for you. I feel like they were doing some form of baneful magic about your health. And whatever it was that they did, they lost their power over trying to do this to you. And they know because of this, there's jail time. There's incarceration. They want me to say imprisonment or incarceration because sometimes this person bets on hearing that it's jail time instead of prison time. So I'm not going to define that for them. I'm going to say they'll be imprisoned here. This is insane. Someone is actually not the love who you thought that they were. Nice guy in the reverse and three of pentacles. Someone has actually been working at a church or as a priest or a chaplain as a cover for their true intentions, for who they actually are in the dark, so to speak. Someone uses religiosity. I even heard Christianity. But this karmic masculine uses the church as a cover for their nefarious deeds. I'm hearing this person felt that they saw the light of God when they looked at you, and it scared the shit out of them. Your childlike innocence. And I don't, I'm not here to infantilize anybody or to say that somebody's like a child. I'm not here to say that. I'm talking about like unsoiled or not so burdened by the world. Or I feel here like an alchemist. That's what I feel like the innocence energy is explaining here. That you don't need to claim to be a priest, or in some ways, you don't need to be a figurehead at a church in order to be pure in spirit. Wow, this is some shit. Okay. What else do you want to show me? Show me karmic masculine and real love. What has this person been doing? On imprisonment, we have unbothered. You don't care. This person is going to go to prison and you're not going to care. And we have the Knight of Wands and the ancestors. Like these ancestors are riding through to make sure that this person is imprisoned. I'm hearing spinning the block. So like these ancestors have been spinning the block for you, so to speak. I heard they're on night watch. Like they're literally showing me like somebody in the military service looking through night vision goggles. Your ancestors are on night watch for what this person has been doing. Show me more. This person is so deceptive. This is so deceptive. Show me more. Moving on. What I'll tell you here is I'm happy to show and to reveal to you, if it resonates for you, that this person is receptive, because this also means that you're moving on. And you're moving on to the divine masculine. Look at that. Beautiful. And this is either you're moving on to a divine masculine, or the masculine energy is moving into his divinity here. But I feel like most of the time I read for feminine energies, but take it or leave it. Take it how it is. Take it how it feels for you, okay? I feel here like there was some type of coven of masculine spiritualists who all tried to take their shot with you, or who all tried to shoot their shot with you before this divine masculine could arrive, or just before he did arrive, where the two of you came together. One of them is this devil priest. You know, it's so interesting. Like this person, they go to a lot of like rock concerts, and they listen to a lot of like heavy metal. And I never really thought that much about it until now. There's some type of like heavy metal priest. But you know that heavy metal music, tends to have a lot of lower vibrational messages in it. I'm hearing that this person never got over themselves. Okay. So you're moving on here to a divine masculine. This is what the ancestors are letting you know too. So if you are, yeah, divinity, a very divine masculine here. Okay. And this divinity off of this masculine energy, it's palpable. Like you can feel it. You can tell who this person is to you and who you are for them. So it's like without a doubt. Okay. Without a doubt. Emotional pain and awakening. What is emotional pain and awakening here? Awakening to some form of harm that was caused. Awakening to a form of harm that was caused. Relationships. And Two of Cups. Whoa. What are you awakening to here? The amount of emotional pain that you've been through in relationships that didn't work out. I even feel here, oh, they said it's the masculine energy. They said it's the karmic masculine's energy. Yup, you see? Because you're single, sexy, and successful. There's a hidden enemy, bro. This devil priest is a karmic masculine who's been a hidden enemy towards you this entire time, trying to masquerade like they are your Two of Cups, or like they are who you're meant to be with. But they're just, I'm hearing, they were just another ninja on the hit list. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. They were just another one of them on the hit list from this coven of like 7 men who have tried to figure out how they can infiltrate your energy. This is wild. So, whoever these men are, I feel like I feel here like what they do is they siphon from feminine energies that are in that are in their abundance, that are in their true abundance. And this comes when a feminine is single, sexy, and successful. She is plentiful, fruitful, waterful. Okay? So they look at these feminines and they target them. Okay? And I feel here like what they do is they try to partner you with a decoy. I'm hearing this even happens to celebrities, so just pay attention. I'm hearing if it would happen to a celebrity, why wouldn't it happen to you? That's what I'm hearing for somebody. Okay? If it would happen to a celebrity, why wouldn't it happen to you? So they're showing me here that they tried to set you up with several decoys, and that's the Seven of Cups energy as well. And you were able to discern that none of them were for you. and you continue to be bountiful in your sexiness and how successful you want to be. You took pride in your singlehood or just in being single. You didn't see it as a deficit in any type of way. Because when there's a deficit or desperation, then you will fall prey to these coven of masculines. But you did not. I feel here like this is one of the final hidden enemies, or this is the final hidden enemy from this masculine coven that has their mask slipping off. And you're able to see them. So whomever these group of masculines are, they're in emotional pain, but who cares? Because you are moving on towards the divine masculine that you are meant to be with. Divinity is here twice. No wonder why the devil energy is saying sorry. Okay? Yeah, look, jealousy and envy surrounding this wish being fulfilled for you. The pleasant, and I'm hearing like pleasant and leisurely lifestyle that they all wish that they could live, but they never get to be accustomed to. Because you know, when you work with the devil, if you don't abide by what the devil tells you to do, right? These temptations and whatnot. If you don't abide by them, your life will, the life I'm hearing, their life or whatever will continuously show up as chaotic because they're infiltrated. Their life has been infiltrated by parasites, so to speak, or by karmic energies. So when you see all of these celebrities or who have you has made a deal with the devil, so to speak, or they've sold their soul, so to speak, there's always chaos afoot with them. They don't know tranquility. They don't know peace because of who they decided to make the deal with. Okay? I see peace here for you. Listen, it's haters. Page of Swords and jealousy and envy. The haters, they're out there. Okay? But it's like they were hating on this relationship specifically. And here's the thing, I'm telling you, somebody wants to say sorry. This devil priest wants to say sorry for all the black magic they did on you. Why do they want to say sorry now? Yeah, King of Pentacles is very surprised by this message. There is a King of Pentacles here who's surprised by this because they're seeing some type of end game, or they're seeing some type of like, how do I say, long, they're surprised by some type of long drawn out plan. I'm just going to pull one more on that. Yeah, Five of Swords. About the extent to which a group of people, hold on, I have to hiccup. This King of Pentacles is like awestruck by the extent that some people have gone to interfere in his divine union. I feel like these are people that he knows, people that he's known for a long time. And it's like, holy shit, you and Rebecca and Tracy and Simone, you've all been fucking doing this? Excuse my language, divine, sorry. That's what I'm seeing here. And I feel like this energy is being reflected for the divine feminine and for the divine masculine, for both of these people coming into union. It's like, I've known you all of these years, and you've been doing black magic on the side with your black crystal ball, calling up Stacy and Ramona on the weekend to come help you to interfere with my life. I'm hearing something about Rome, Ramona, Roman. Okay. That's some wild ass shit. But whoever has been doing this devil priest wants to apologize. So that's what you should expect to see here. Okay? Rising star and intuitive Kev. And that's who you are. That's who you be. Not just rising physically, but metaphysically, spiritually, interdimensionally, rising. And still like dust, I rise. Okay? Ascension. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess. Okay. Thank you, Kipperish. Glory be, creator of all things. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. This one, black magic in the reverse, yeah. And I'm also hearing that the black, ooh, child, with the karmic masculine, this black magic, it's all returned. Something here about like slime or sludge. At times I would get this like Louisiana, like, what is this? ABB. It's my cat. At times I would get this like Louisiana, like grime energy. Okay. But that's done. And it's going back onto him. So mote it be, and so it is, and so it is. Done. Okay. Strength. Okay, so I'm gonna try one other deck. Oh, they said swamplands. That's what it was. All right, let me try. Let's see what Unicorn Tarot wants to bring in, if anything. We're gonna do Unicorn Tarot and Gold Tarot. I'm gonna close out this reading for you. The Fool and the Chariot. You have successfully entered into the arena, I'm hearing. I heard, what the fuck does that mean? What the hell? I'm not gonna say that out loud. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna look that up later. Okay. Gold Tarot, is there anything else you want to show us about this success, this like leap of faith, and the Fool and the Chariot energy? Thank you, Creator. Queen of Wands, the victor, being seen, being the center of attention, being confident, the lioness. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles in the reversed. Okay, so let's talk about that. Who did this? I'm hearing, hold on. Okay, they want me to say this download that I just got because they put in a filler card. I'm hearing something about the relationship between Nelly and Ashanti. I don't know how that could be. I don't know how that could resonate for someone, but they're showing me this energy of like Nelly and I remember reading this or hearing about some type of story of how Nelly and Ashanti wanted to date each other like years ago or like decades ago. But all of this like kerfuffle happened. All of these people got in the way. And it's like they always felt like they were soulmates. But then it's like it was only decades later that they finally came back together in union. And now they both look so healthy and happy. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. The Magician. So let's talk about this Queen of Wands energy who made a bad investment in this magic that they wanted to have done. Okay. I heard breakup. Show me what this Queen of Wands, what the bad investment was. Justice. So it's being balanced out. Eight of Cups on the fence. The Hanged Man. But I'm going to put it back. The Star. I'm hearing a tale of two cities. I'm going to talk to you about this copycat energy. There is an anti-hero, huh? Okay. You know that song that such and such came out with called The Anti-Hero? The anti-hero is the one who does the magic to hurt people. The anti-hero is the one who is given all of the same resources or gifts or spiritual gifts, but they end up turning dark. They end up taking the darker pathway. I don't want to say that, okay? So let's say that one person takes the left side, what the other person takes the right side, or somebody else takes the middle pathway. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. There's an anti-hero energy who took the Luciferian pathway to get what they want and to have their accolades and all of their achievements done through this Luciferian energy. And now that the veil is disintegrating and consciousness has risen, this Queen of Wands is allowing her crops to die. Because that's the name of the game. That's what I'm getting here. Her investments are failing, the crops are dying, her appeal is lost. And they know this because it's being reflected back to them by the fates. Justice, eight of cups on the fence to the star is like, you can't come here. You don't get to be over here. This, you know, this it's an interesting energy because it's coming across as actually mature in their metaphysical understanding that if they put so much energy into Luciferianism, in how they accumulated their wealth or success or attention, when the scales balance in the other direction, well, it's like then they know that's how it is. We have the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords. Someone is ready. This Queen of Wands knows now is the time to tap out. The Hanged Man and the Four of Swords. They know, I'm hearing that they know that it's their time to be buried again. And if you know about celebrities, then you know what I mean. What I'm telling you here is those who have invested and put so much time and energy and placed their energy into making these deals with the devil, when the veil drops and ascension begins, okay? These beings who made these deals go underground, okay? So that when the earth returns to the cycle once more, where the veil, the devil's veil has returned, or so to speak, or the devil's veil is there on a different earth timeline, then they will be dug up again. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So for you and for now, because you are in this energy of justice and moving into this ascension here, as it is with all things. So I'm hearing as it is with the world now in this ascension energy. This is why you're seeing so many celebrities or those who made these deals go underground, so to speak, because now is the time for them to be buried again. And you are ascending into another type of manifestation, another manifested being or incarnation. How do I say this? You are manifested into another light code where these people don't exist. This message could be for you if like you could not care less about a celebrity or their name or their fame, any of that. Because it doesn't matter to you anymore. It doesn't matter on this new earth anymore. Okay? Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess. The devil is collecting. The devil to the Hanged Man here. Okay? And this Queen of Wands is being collected. Anything else? This one too. Six of Swords to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So for the energies, yeah, the Temperance here. For the angelic energies, the original earth angels, the angelic beings here, you are transitioning to Nine of Pentacles, single, sexy, and successful, because a lot of these famous people are falling. The Fool here. The Wheel of Fortune, because we're on the new timeline, we're on the new earth. Okay? So you rise. And they fall. That's what I'm hearing. All right, y'all. The Moon and the Hanged Man. What I'll say here is, here's a better way for me to say it. You rise and they are descending. That's what I'll say. Because I don't know, I feel like hearing that they fall isn't enough. I want you to know here that these shapeshifters, so to speak, are descending even further. Okay? Into their binding that they have with the devil. Okay? It's like being pulled underground. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? Welcome to the temple. They're being pulled back underground. Okay. All right. Let's try Unicorn Tarot and we'll see if there's anything else. Page of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. That's the true gift here. Maybe it seems like there's been a sense of loss because there are aspects of the old reality that felt so comfortable for you. But Nine of Wands in the reversed, give it up. Let it go. If something brings in conflict, exhaustion, like, let it go. Nine of Cups, because the timeline that you want is already available for you. Okay? I'm also hearing for some of you to, in some ways, like start to transition out of conspiracy theories, because conspiracy theories only exist on a particular incarnation of Earth, right? Like if you are on the new Earth, so to speak, or on a new timeline, so to speak, whatever, or like a parallel reality that is of a higher frequency or is of like a higher baseline frequency, what is the need for conspiracy theories? Because there isn't a veil anymore. There isn't the deception anymore. Okay? I'm hearing to monitor that for some of you. Some of you may need to continue to monitor how much time or energy you are giving to conspiracy theories rather than the experience of a different reality where they're not even necessary. Okay? All right, final messages. Let's get into, they want me to do Unicorn Tarot and the other half of the Kipperish deck. Yeah, welcome. Ascending. You see that? Okay. Thank you for liking the video, y'all. Like the video. Take a. In some ways, I want to say like take a shot of water every time I say welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess. That's the game we're gonna play. Okay. Take a shot of water every time, huh? Okay. Final oracles here, creator, for the Unicorn Tarot too. Thank you. Just this one. Concern. Some of you, if you are 33, okay, someone is concerned here about the time between your birth dates. So it's from the first day when you turned 33 to the last day that you are 33, and then you're turning 34. Someone's concerned about this past year, okay? Someone's concerned about your birth year or something, okay? Show me. I'm hearing because they were supposed to get something done and it's not happening. False narrative, hard work, labor, and efforts, mature man. So who's lying about the work that you do? Courthouse, bondage, and pathway. Okay. Thank you. Up in the clouds, mentally and emotionally unstable. Okay, so this is what I'm going to talk to you about. Eight of Cups here, and it was just all evil eye. Someone secretly evil eyeing you with this Queen of Wands. Okay? What I'm going to tell you here is some type of dude lied in court that you were mentally and emotionally unstable. And it was because they were trying to bind you to a pathway where they're there with you. It's I'm telling you, it's fucking weird, but I said I'm going to be unfiltered tonight because I'm not trying to make sense of some nonsense behavior. Okay? And that's what I'm getting here. Like, there's nonsense behavior. Some type of mature man lied in court, and they're concerned because it's being seen that this was a lie. And whatever type of lie that they told about you, they either said it was about the work that you do, or it has to do with how you worked with them and how maybe you left the workplace. And that's when they decided to lie and say, like, oh, well, I think that they actually are having their own issues. I'm hearing it started with this person saying that maybe you were having some personal struggles, and then it got blown. This person blew it way out of proportion to try to say that there's something messed up about you or something's not right about you. You always have your head in the clouds. Someone here tried to say that you never make any sense because they couldn't follow the pathway that you're on. So the pathway that they're seeing you walk on doesn't make sense to them. So it means that it doesn't make sense to anyone. It's so narrow-minded. It's so narrow-minded and immature. Okay? This person could have also tried to say that you're blasphemous. All right? That's what I heard. It's really ridiculous. You know what this person had to do? So because their lies got so egregious, they ended up trying to bind you to a particular pathway so that they wouldn't be revealed as the liar. So let me bring this full circle for you here. Let's say that someone said that the work that you do is crap. Oh, hold on, the mic just fell. That was a mic drop. Okay? That was a mic drop. Sorry about the sound if that made a sound there, okay? I'm going to drop the mic here and I'm going to speak facts, right? There was somebody who is mature, right? So they're older than you. I'm getting physically. They could have tried to say that the work that you do was crap. And if it was a lie, they know that it was a lie. Okay. But they ended up getting so deep in this lie that they needed to pile more lies on top of it to try to prove that your work was crap. And then, in order to be seen as the person who wasn't lying, they tried to entrap you in some type of trap they made to make your work look like crap. So it's like they tried to trap you in a self-fulfilling prophecy that the work that you do isn't good. But it was their lie the whole time. Mature man, it was their lie the entire time. And so because they lied so much, then they ended up having to try to entrap you in the lie that they told about you in this form of bondage to keep you on a particular pathway. Because if you moved on and you moved forward and you did well for yourself, they would continue to be shown to be the liar. So as long as you were on a particular timeline or pathway where this person was, they were able to continue to lie about the work that you do. But because you left it behind and moved on, now the finger is pointed back at them for how they tried to. It's like they dug a hole, tried to kick you into it, and then say that you tripped and fell. And it's like they're standing there with the shovel and the dirt all over them. But they're trying to say that that's what they did. They tried to dig the grave for you. And now it's theirs. That's some serious shit. That's some serious shit. Unicorn Tarot, do you want to show me anything about this? So they're concerned. What are they concerned about now? Because they're seen as a liar. It's seen as false. So look, they're concerned because they're seen as a liar and there's documentation that they lied. There's evidence of their lie. So let's say that somebody lied about you and then they were talking shit in some type of text message or an email thread. I'm getting an email thread with their colleagues. Okay. Or they submitted some type of documentation to the courts that was a lie. But whatever it is, this evidence is being seen as false. And it's written. Thank you. Two of Wands. What is this on the ground? The Tower. Okay. Do you want me to take another one or no? Thank you. And the Chariot. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reversed on top of this liar with the Tower. This is what I'm going to tell you here. We have the Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. There are serious repercussions for how this person lied on you, because with this evidence being shown here, it has escalated to slander. And whatever this idiot person did, this mature man, this person is older than you, I feel like whatever they did in their lying about you, it caused you to not get money. With the Ace of Pentacles in the reversed here. So like, let's say for instance that you applied for a grant or you applied for a scholarship or you applied for financial support or you applied for a job. This man was on some type of committee, lied about you and the work that you do so that you would not get that support that you needed. This is coming crashing down on this person. And I'm going to tell him, come hell or high water, he will not escape it. Come hell or high water, he will be doused in his lies and the shame of them with the Tower here. For making you lose money, making you lose an opportunity. You could have needed some type of financial support. I heard curtailed. Someone curtailed this financial support away from you in a different direction. Okay? He better expect this Tower. And I'm hearing he better eat it too. Okay, that's enough. That's what I'm hearing. He better expect this Tower and he's going to have to eat it too. So the final message here, and I'm going to pull 3 final cards and that's it, Divine. Thank you, Creator. The final message here is that whatever this evidence is, it gives you freedom to move forward. So this freedom means that this lie is being discovered. It's being publicized. The truth is being seen. And so because of this, and with this blessing, you get to move forward on an open pathway in a new direction, or just further in the direction where you were already headed, honey. Because you're already going the right way. Okay? All right, let's do final messages. I don't want to do all decks because I think it's going to take a while. And I think we've been here for a while, y'all, okay? Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Judgment. We're going to end it there. And 6 of Rods. Okay. There have been multiple people that have been positioned to try to take you down. And let me tell you, you have called judgment and you have been the victor over all of them. Several people here. 6 of Pentacles to the 9 of Cups. So in this new moon energy, okay? Maybe that's significant. In this new energy that you are in now, and that you are maintaining with grace and integrity. You are gifted blessings upon blessings upon blessings. So, glory be to the highest creator of all things. We give gratitude for this brilliant judgment. I'm going to close out the energy of this reading. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator, for the messages that I have received in this way on this day. Thank you, Most High Divine Source. I am so blessed to be the High Priestess, and I give so much gratitude and thanks. Thank you, Most High Divine Creator, for revealing the enemies which are needed to be seen. And thank you for rebuking their energies and returning anything to sender that may be necessary. By thy name and by thy word, Divine Creator, we are healed, we are safe, we are well, prosperous, and in love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashe. All right, y'all. I call my energy back to me brilliant, purified, and cleansed, Most High Divine Creator of all things, if it needs to be so. Thank you, Source. Thank you for joining me at the Temple of the High Priestess on this day. I see 13131 on my clock. Y'all sleep well. Have a brilliant and beautiful day. And I will see you in the next one, and y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Love, love, love. And I'll see you soon.